Depression is real, but so is the rent. It's gonna be hard for you to hear this, but somebody gotta say it. I know you're feeling like, down right now. I don't have, no choice what to do, how to do it. But the world doesn't stop because of all of that shit. The world keeps going. And if you want respect and expect respect, it's not gonna come from feeling sorry for yourself. Because like it or not, the world doesn't respect a person that stays down. Respect don't come to a person that stays down. Respect comes to a person that's bleeding but still moving. That's how it is. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's how it is. The world's still going. You still gotta pay them bills. You're depressed. I know. Like you don't feel like doing nothing. I know. Like I've been there. But the world that doesn't stop because of all those shit that didn't happen to you. You gotta get up and keep moving, bro. You gotta get up and keep it pushing. Everything else still counts, such as your mental being, such as hygiene, such as getting shit done. You feel me? You're not dead, you're just a wounded warrior. And I need you to understand that. Keep pushing, keep thriving. You're just injured. There's a difference between failure and temporary failure. You need to understand that and lock into that concept. The world still goes on, bro. The world doesn't feel sorry for you, and you shouldn't feel sorry for yourself either. Keep it pushing because those are the people that we respect. Those are the people that get somewhere. Within this society, we talk about, mental health, but nobody gets down to deeper forms of how this thing works. Nobody talk about the battle or the war between healing and surviving. Like I've been there. There's days when I get up and like I feel like such a weight is on my chest. It's like heavier than a book bag. The work didn't pause. The bills didn't pause. They keep coming. The struggle still exists. But as I said, the society don't really speak on these type of topics or how deeper it affects you because nobody cares really, especially when your mind is your own enemy. Nobody takes into consideration how you could be in your own way. Your mind could be the enemy that you think is external, but it's really within. That struggle that stays there with you. You get up, it's there. You go to sleep, it's still there. But we're gonna push on. Because even if, the night before we slept like hell, we getting up to get shit done.
I'm gonna share an insider secret with you. Depression is not laziness, it's paralysis. But here's the truth: the longer you stay down, the harder life hits. And it doesn't stop to ask you if you're okay. Therapy is real. The gym is therapy. Having a plan is therapy. Even revenge could be considered therapy, at least used in the right ways. The world doesn't care about your sadness, but it does care about result. Consider that. Therapy, it's not weakness, it's strategic. You need every weapon you could get. The gym builds discipline. Purpose gives your pain direction. Friends, well, if they can't lift you up, walk alone and keep walking. Just keep walking.
You don't fix your mind by overthinking either. You fix it by actions. Think about it like this. Every rep, every clean dishes, every early morning. That's a war against depression.
Like it or not, this world rewards results, not reason. You can cry, just don't stop moving. Move while you're still crying. Grind while you're still grieving. And don't expect the world to owe you compassion. It won't. That's why you need strategy, not just a copying mechanism, but a plan that includes self-respect, discipline, and a whole realism. You owe yourself that.
If you're depressed, I'm not here to shame you. I lived it and I'm still living it. However, I'm here to tell you that every movement I take, moving forward, doing things that's worthwhile, not being emotional, not making excuses, just movement. It brings me a step further from where I was to where I am now. It's a constant struggle that do pop up, and I want to give you this advice that even the greats have their fair share of depression or melancholy. They all go through it. It's something that is hard to avoid, but just remember, like, that road that you're on is very much far from where you came from. But don't let this act of neglect of yourself take you away from where you're trying to go, cause you to be paralyzed, cause you to be stuck. And one thing I'm gonna also say to you is that it's so cold. Don't look like your circumstances. Even though you're not going where you need to be going at the moment, do not look at your circumstances. And I'm gonna share another interesting thing with you is sometimes it's fine to just not be stuck, but however, stay put for the moment, because some storms you just have to pass them or let them pass. You're not gonna get up and go fight every storm. Some storms just have to pass. However, when it passes by, rebuild. Do something that's worthwhile. Make a change in your life and somebody else's life. Movement, that's what we respect. Movement is what keeps the ball going and keeps the ceiling from crumbling on you, because you could be stuck in that era of depression. As I said, I've been there before. I remember being so depressed. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to get up. I just felt like the world was coming down on me. With good reasons, I felt like this, because I actually felt like there's nothing moving for me. Everything I tried was failing. I was in the hospital. I had a car accident. Many other stuff that was happening too, like, which I won't disclose on here, but like, it was a bad time. And it's funny because while in the hospital bed, I felt the most useless, the most paralyzed, the most weak have I ever been in my life up until that point, because there are simple things I couldn't do for myself at the moment. There were simple tasks I couldn't do physically at the moment. However, there was a transformation that took place while in that hospital bed, where it wasn't just physical, but it was a mental change, a mental clarity came to me, because I had time at that moment to like reflect on everything. I like to call it a resurrection of myself, because I went as this person and I came back somebody else. I learned appreciation. I learned valuing the small things. I learned even valuing other people around you. I was so appreciative of everything that I ever had, and for the small things that I was still being blessed to possess, which are limbs. While in there, I got this great advice from one of the nurses. He asked me at a point, like, what type of medication I was on. And I told him, and the advice was, you don't really need these medications. You just need to feel useful again. That's what's stopping you. You're not feeling useful. You're not at service to anybody else or yourself. Get up, just start doing some things. Just a movement would allow you to get back into that spirit, or even better. And I tried. I tried it while I was there. When some of the nurses will come in to draw blood, I would make their job more easier. The housekeepers would come in, try to tidy up the room. I made their jobs more easier. The sound of thank you to my ears made me feel better about myself. The sound of gratitude to my ears allowed me to feel better about myself, because I'm like, this was the reason I was feeling like this. I wasn't feeling of use, because that's that question that plays in your mind when you go through depression is, why am I here? What is my purpose? And that's what you gotta discover. So find your tools: therapy, gym, journaling. That was a big one too for me. Journaling. Gym, it just made me feel unstoppable. Therapy, I really just needed to talk to somebody. Or not even talk to somebody. I just needed somebody to listen, somebody to vent to, without even sounding like I'm complaining, or somebody telling me I'm complaining. Just to listen. You could pay for that service. You could find a group of friends, accountability partners, whatever it might be for you. But don't let that slowly kill you from the inside. Cut out the noise. Cut dead weight. Get strategic. Be the best you could be, because your life depends on it. If this video was of any value to you, check out my other video posted above, where I speak about stop being a nice guy. And remember, this is self-care for those who move in silence. Villain.